Hey everybody, it's Michael here. Now just this morning, I read about a news story and it really surprised me. I really hadn't expected anything of this, like this. Now, most people that will be watching this video already know what happened. Some of you don't, so go ahead and explain that. First off, we're talking about Portal 2. Came out about a month ago, and I got it somewhere between now and then. Played through it, awesome game, beat single-player co-op, wonderful story, everything. Now, most of you will know, if you played Portal, that GLaDOS is usually making cracks about, like, oh, you're adopted, but she's very subtle because she's this massive supercomputer and has developed a personality to be, subtle about just trying to, poke at your character. Well, this is a spoiler, by the way. Turn this off if you don't want a spoiler. When Wheatley is in control, most of you already know Wheatley is not smart. Wheatley is not very intelligent. He's a moron core. The commentary notes reference him as a bumbling idiot. So those are not my words. Those are literally in the commentary. And basically, he's not subtle. And if you watch this video that I'll play right after this for you guys, I think that the news network, they make a valid point about the cracks and stuff, but I think that the point they've taken is out of context. And I think that, if the cracks were just about that, and it was that shallow, then it would be really sad and I wouldn't really like the game. But those are part of a bigger picture that they're not really capturing in, this short clip that they play that's kind of out of context. Given that they're not explaining that Wheatley is just not intelligent in any remote way at all. In any way. So, watch this clip and you can decide. Just to let you guys know, if you would like this video, if you agree with me, and you don't think this is really a valid accusation, if you feel this is valid, go ahead and dislike this video. I can't stop you, and there's no way, I'm not going to turn off ratings or any of that stuff. But I just want to play this video for you guys, and you can decide for yourselves. But personally, I'm against it, although I do think that if it was only that and there was not a deeper plot below that, that it would be very shallow and I wouldn't like the game. Also, it's funny, and most people have mentioned this already, he's not mad about, the threatening to kill your player, trying to kill your player, these big walls coming, trying to smash you or whatever, spiky mashy spike plates or whatever. It's about this one thing. And the funny thing is, the scene they showed, it's very gradual when GLaDOS is in charge. It's these little bitty things in between every level, and that's the only part of the game where everything is really blunt, because Wheatley is not very smart. But enough talking from me. I want you to see this little 2.5-minute video or whatever, and make your own call. Leave me a comment. Subscribe, as I probably will be making some more videos on this depending, but, one more thing that I want to go ahead and put out there before you comment on this negatively. I am not against adopted children. I mean, I know people that are adopted and they're awesome, and there's definitely no way that I'm against that, but the way this accusation was made makes it sound like this game is just a total beatdown and cut down, and it's not. If you've played the game, you know what I'm talking about. If not, I can't really explain it to you without basically playing through the whole game for you. But anyway, let's go ahead and watch that clip and then see what you think.
Making fun of adoption. And tonight, a father is shocked at the insensitivity he says he witnessed. Here's the clip.
What's wrong with being adopted? Well, lack of parents.
You are adopted, and that's terrible.
The game is called Portal 2, and it's only been available for about a month. Regina Mack just talked to the father who shared this, who saw this with his daughter.
Yeah, I bet he was shocked and really surprised by something like this.
Yeah, no idea, particularly
Horrible.
because this is a game that builds itself as educational. It's rated E for everyone. As we said, Neil Staple was playing the game with his 10-year-old adopted daughter when they saw the clip tonight. He says he and his wife are still searching for a way to try to explain it.
I didn't know what to do. I still don't know what to do.
Neil Staples still can't believe what he heard while playing the video game Portal 2 with his 10-year-old adopted daughter Zoe.
All right, Fatty, adopted Fatty, Fatty, no parents.
Did you hear that? The character in the popular kids video game is actually taunted for being adopted.
It literally pokes fun for not having parents.
While Neil says he and his wife Marcia have never hidden the fact Zoe is adopted,
She's Chinese. She obviously doesn't look like us.
they wanted to wait until she was ready to talk about it.
It throws the question, the most ultimate question that that child is ever going to have for you. And it just throws her right in the living room.
Shocked at what he'd heard, Neil immediately cut the game off, hoping Zoe hadn't heard the cruel joke from a video game billed as educational and appropriate for everyone 10 and up.
And it says rated E for everybody. And I was thinking maybe it's rated E for everybody except for orphans. If you're not an adoptive parent, it's probably not that big a deal to you. If you are an adoptive parent, it was literally the worst thing that I could possibly have heard.
But did Zoe hear it?
She's sticking to her guns that she didn't hear it, and to me that message means she's not ready to talk about it, and I'm not going to force it.
Now what do I do? Should a portal there?
Until she is, Neil says they steer clear of that part of the game and hope their daughter never feels like she's any less because she's adopted.
I can't imagine my life without her. I mean, she's just such an awesome child. She's just made our lives so much better.
Now, again, we did say this game was educational, and it's because you have to sort of figure out a way to get out of every single room. We did contact Sony, who distributes the game. They told us to contact Valve, the company that actually created the game. I did. We have not heard back from them.
Yeah, passing the buck on to somebody else.
Certainly seems that way. But I do want to add that they still like the game. It's just that one part that he says he feels is unacceptable.
Yeah, unfriendly.
Can't blame him.